Hi guys, it's Thomas here, and today I'm bringing you an updated combo video for the Fiendsmith Chimera deck post-banned list. In this video you are going to find 2 card combo, 2.5 and 3 card combo. We're going to start with a 2 card combo with Gazelle and Polymerization. We're going to normal summon Gazelle and add a level 5 Fiend in the Evil Hero Sinister Necrom. Next, activate Polymerization and fuse both monsters into a Burfomet. Burfomet Effect 1 and Gazelle 2. We're going to add a Tau the Chanter to hand, and we're going to send a Mirror Swordknight from deck to graveyard. Next, we're going to banish Necrom from graveyard to summon a Dusted Gold from deck, and link summon using it into a Fiendsmith Requiem. Requiem tribute itself to summon Engraver from deck. Now we're going to overlay both into a Ptolemy M7, detaching Engraver to target gold in graveyard and return it to hand. Activate gold effect to discard itself and add a Dark Fusion from deck to hand. Activate Fiendsmith by shuffling Requiem into the extra deck to special summon it, and use both to link summon a Sequentia. Sequentia is going to shuffle Gold and Fiendsmith to summon from the extra deck a Aerial Ether that on summon will trigger and will put Engraver right back into the graveyard. Now with a Fiend and Illusion in hand, we're going to activate Dark Fusion to fusion summon into another Burfomet, and this will trigger Tau in graveyard to summon the Swordknight. Overlay with our 2 level 6 Fiend into a High Wave King Caesar. Activate Knight, tribute to summon from deck a Burfomet, and on summon Burfomet is going to activate to add a Beast and a Chimera Fusion. Let's activate Chimera Fusion to fuse a Beast and a Fiend into a Chimera King of Phantom Beast. On resolution we will have Chimera 1 Burfomet 2 to special summon back Knight to the field. As a last thing, add the back Chimera Fusion from graveyard to end and set it. In the second combo of the video, we're going to still have a Gazelle and a Polymerization, but this is going to be slightly different. Normal summon Gazelle, add Fiend, and activate Polymerization. But this time, instead of summoning Burfomet, we're going to summon the other Chimera, the Beast one. Activate Chimera Chilling 1, Gazelle Chilling 2, add a Cornfield to hand, and the Chimera is going to discard one during the end phase. Activate Necrom by banishing itself to summon a gold from deck, and link it into a Requiem. Requiem, summon an Engraver from deck, and Requiem is going to attach itself to it to summon a Necroquip Princess. Fiendsmith effect in the graveyard, shuffle back Requiem into the extra deck to summon itself back, and Cornfield, discard to add a monster with Chimera Fusion in the text in a Swordknight. At resolution we will get to draw with Necroquip Princess, and next we're going to overlay both into a Ptolemy M7, Ptolemy detach Chimera to add back gold, link summon with the 2 monster on field into a Sequentia, activate gold to discard itself and add a Dark Fusion. Sequentia effect to fuse with a graveyard into a Fiend, gold and Engraver to summon a Aerial Ether to send a Fiend from deck to graveyard. This is an Engraver send, but if you choose to play it, you can also send a Barrier Statue to bring back later with this Chimera. Still, At resolution, we're going to activate Dark Fusion to fuse Sequentia and Knight into a copy of Baphomet. Baphomet is going to trigger on summon to send a Tau the Chanter from deck, and Tau is going to bring back from graveyard Knight. Overlay both level 6 into a rank 6, that could be Caesar, or could be, for example, diabellze Lars if you want a Omni Negate. Knight effect to tribute and summon Baphomet. Baphomet, add from deck a Beast and a Chimera Fusion. Chimera Fusion, we're going to fuse both into another copy of Baphomet. Big Wing will trigger to bring back Swordknight, and Chimera Fusion is going to go back to end. The next two combos are still going to be 2-card combos, but are going to feature Gazelle and Mirror Swordknight. We're going to normal summon Gazelle and activate the effect, this time to add a Chimera Fusion, and activate Chimera Fusion to fuse both monsters into the only fusion we can summon in Baphomet. Baphomet, Chailing 1, Gazelle, Chailing 2. Gazelle is going to add to our hand a Tau the Chanter, and Baphomet is going to send a Sinister Necrom from deck to graveyard. Chimera Fusion is going back to hand. Next, activate Sinister Necrom from graveyard by banishing it to summon a gold from deck, link it into a Requiem, and Requiem to summon a graveyard from deck. Let's activate Requiem to equip it to Engraver, and send both to the graveyard to summon a Necroquip Princess. Fiendsmith from graveyard to shuffle back Requiem to summon itself. Overlay Baphomet and Necroquip into a Ptolemy. Ptolemy effect to add back gold, and from hand we're going to activate gold to discard it and add a Dark Fusion from deck to end. Let's link summon using Engraver and Ptolemy into a Sequentia, and Sequentia is going to shuffle back 2 Light Fiend to summon Aerial Ether. Aerial Ether is going to send a Fiend from deck in Engraver, and activate Dark Fusion. With Dark Fusion we are using Tau and Sequentia to summon another copy of Baphomet. Tau is going to trigger to bring back our Knight from graveyard, and we're going to overlay both level 6 Fiend into a Caesar. On resolution, Knight effect to summon a Baphomet, Baphomet to add a Chimera Fusion and a Beast. Chimera Fusion to fuse Baphomet and Beast to summon a Chimera King of Phantom Beast. Chimera effect Chailing 1, Baphomet 2 to target Knight and bring him back. Set Chimera Fusion, and this is the end of the combo. Now, for the fourth combo of the video, we're going to use a Gazelle and a Knight. Gazelle, normal summon effect to add a Chimera Fusion, and let's activate Chimera Fusion to fuse both into a Baphomet, Baphomet 1 and Gazelle 2. Gazelle is still going to add a Tau the Chanter from deck to end. Baphomet send Necrom. Let's activate Chimera Fusion from graveyard to return back to end, and activate Necrom to banish it and summon gold from deck. Let's link it into a Requiem and activate Requiem to summon from deck a Fiendsmith, and Requiem to attach so that we can send both to the graveyard to summon a Necroquip Princess. Fiendsmith to shuffle back Requiem since we've already used it and summon itself back, but this time we're going to overlay Fiendsmith and Baphomet into a Ptolemy, and activate Ptolemy to detach Baphomet and add back gold. Let's discard gold to add a Dark Fusion from deck to end. This will trigger the Necroquip effect to draw a card, and now we're able to activate Dark Fusion to send Tau and Ptolemy to summon a Magnum the Reliever. Tau will trigger to bring back Knight from graveyard, and Knight is going to be able to summon from deck a Baphomet. Baphomet add a Chimera Fusion and a Beast, and then activate Chimera Fusion to fuse Baphomet and Gazelle into a Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast, Chimera Chelink 1 to discard 1 from the end of the opponent and the end phase, and Baphomet 2 to bring back Illusion in Swordknight from graveyard. At the resolution of all this, we're going to be able to activate Magnum to put back a Chimera Fusion into the deck and draw one, and set Chimera Fusion. In this combo we have a Necroquip left on board, and she might be able to give us an additional draw during our opponent's turn if it triggers it, or can just be used as material for Chimera Fusion. From the 5th combo onward, we're going to have 2.5 card combo at least. This is going to be a Gazelle Poly plus any card that you can discard. Normal summon Gazelle, Gazelle effect to add a Sinister Necrom, and let's activate polymerization. Let's fuse Necrom and Gazelle into a Baphomet, Baphomet 1, Gazelle 2, but this time, since we have a discard, we're going to add Nightmare Apprentice to end, and Baphomet is going to send a Knight from deck to graveyard. Activate Necrom by banishing itself to summon from deck a gold, and link summon it into a Requiem. Requiem, tribute, to summon Engraver from deck, and we're going to next special summon Apprentice by discarding one, and on summon Apprentice is going to add as an illusion from deck to end in Tau the Chanter. Let's activate Requiem to equip it to Fiendsmith and send both to the graveyard to summon a Necroquip Princess. Let's overlay Baphomet and Nightmare Apprentice into a Ptolemy. Ptolemy detach Baphomet to add back gold. Activate gold by discarding it to add a Dark Fusion and triggering our Necroquip Princess to draw a card. Activate Fiendsmith by shuffling back Requiem to summon him to the board, and link summon with Ptolemy and Fiendsmith into a Fiendsmith Sequentia. Sequentia is going to shuffle Gold and Fiendsmith into the deck to summon a Aerial Hitter, as you have already seen in other combos. We're going to send Fiendsmith and overlay a Aerial and a Necroquip into a Caesar. Dark Fusion to send Sequentia and Tau into a Magnum the Reliever, Tau to summon back Knight, and Knight to tribute and summon from deck a monster with Chimera Fusion in text in Baphomet. Baphomet add Gazelle and Chimera Fusion. Let's activate Chimera Fusion to fuse into a Chimera King, King 1, Baphomet 2 to bring back Knight, and Chimera Fusion to go back to end. Activate Sequentia in graveyard to equip to Magnum, and Magnum effect to put back Dark Fusion into the deck and draw a card. In the 6th combo, we're going to see Gazelle Swordknight with a discard outlet. Let's normal summon Gazelle and activate to add Chimera Fusion. Chimera Fusion to fuse both into a Baphomet, and Baphomet 1, Gazelle 2. Let's add again a Nightmare Apprentice and send from deck to graveyard a Sinister Necrom. Chimera Fusion is going to go back to hand, and Necrom is going to banish itself to summon a Duster Gold from deck. Let's link it into Requiem. Requiem tribute summon Engraver from deck, and next equip Requiem to Engraver to summon a Necroquip Princess. Let's discard the card from hand to summon a Nightmare Apprentice and trigger on summon effect to add a Tau the Chanter. Next, we're going to overlay Baphomet and Apprentice into a Ptolemy. Ptolemy, detach Baphomet to add back gold. Discard gold to add Dark Fusion. This will trigger our Necroquip on board to draw a card. Let's bring back Fiendsmith by shuffling back Requiem and overlay Fiendsmith and Necroquip into a Caesar. Activate Dark Fusion by sending Tau and Ptolemy to summon a Magnum the Reliever. Tau is going to trigger to bring back Knight, and Knight is going to tribute itself to summon Bigwing. Bigwing add Gazelle and Chimera Fusion. Activate Chimera Fusion to fuse into a Chimera King. Chimera 1, Baphomet 2, bring back Knight. And on resolution, we're going to activate Magnum to put back a Chimera Fusion and draw a card. Set Chimera Fusion. For the 7th combo, we're going to start with a cornfield and a polymerization. This cornfield could very well be a beast. We're going to discard it and add a beast, and normal summon it and activate its effect to add Necrom to hand. Activate polymerization, fuse Gazelle and Necrom into a Chimera the King. Chimera 1, Gazelle 2 to add from deck to hand a Nightmare Apprentice. Necrom is going to banish itself to summon from deck a Duster Gold. That's going to get linked for a Requiem. Requiem tribute itself to summon from deck Engraver, and special summon Nightmare Apprentice from hand by discarding a card. Apprentice is going to add a Knight from deck. Next, overlay Beast and Apprentice into a Ptolemy. Requiem to equip itself to Fiendsmith, send both to the graveyard to summon a Necroquip Princess, and Ptolemy, instead of gold, is going to add back Fiendsmith this time, and we're going to activate the end effect, discarding it to add a Fiendsmith Tractus. This will trigger Necroquip to draw a card, and next, Fiendsmith shuffle back gold into the deck and summon itself. We can link Fiendsmith and Ptolemy into a Sequentia and activate Tractus to add from deck gold that we have just shuffled, and we can discard the card we drew of Necroquip. Gold is going to discard itself to add a Dark Fusion from deck, and Sequentia is now going to trigger to shuffle 3 Light Fiend from graveyard into the deck to summon a Fiendsmith Dies Irae. Activate Dark Fusion by using Knight and Sequentia to summon a Baphomet. Trigger Baphomet to send a Tau from deck to graveyard, and Tau to summon Knight. Now we can activate Sequentia to have our Dies Irae online and overlay our 2 level 6 into, for example, Diabellze Lars. Knight tribute itself to summon a Bigwing from deck, and Bigwing to add a Chimera Fusion and a level 4 beast. Activate Chimera Fusion to fuse Baphomet and Beast into another copy of Baphomet, and the Baphomet in the graveyard is going to summon back Knight. Let's activate Chimera Fusion to add it back. The 8th combo is going to be once again a Gazelle Knight plus discard combo, 2.5 combo. Let's normal summon Gazelle and add a Chimera Fusion from deck to hand. Activate Chimera Fusion to fuse Gazelle and Knight into a Baphomet. Baphomet is going to be Chainlink 1 and Gazelle Chainlink 2. Add a Nightmare Apprentice, and Baphomet is going to send a Sinister Necrom. Chimera Fusion to add back to hand, and Sinister Necrom to banish itself to summon from deck a gold, link summon gold into Requiem, Requiem to summon an Engraver from deck. Now we're going to activate Requiem to attach to Engraver, and send both to the graveyard to summon a Necroquip Princess. Discard one to summon Apprentice from hand, and Apprentice to add a Tau the Master Chanter. Let's overlay Apprentice and Baphomet into a Costellar Ptolemy M7. Ptolemy detach Baphomet to add back Engraver, and Engraver is going to get discarded to add Tractus from deck to hand, Necroquip to draw one, next Fiendsmith to shuffle back gold to summon itself to the field, and activate Tractus. Add gold and discard the draw of Necroquip. Let's activate gold, discard it to add a Dark Fusion from deck to hand, and link Engraver and Ptolemy into a Sequentia. Sequentia is going to shuffle gold, Requiem, and Engraver to summon from the extra deck a DS Ire. Dark Fusion to fuse Tau and Sequentia into a Baphomet. This will trigger Tau in the graveyard to summon back Knight, and we're going to overlay both level 6 Fiend into a Caesar, Sequentia to equip it to DS Ire, and Knight to summon one from deck. Summon Baphomet, Baphomet to add 2. Let's add a Gazelle and a Chimera Fusion. Let's activate a Chimera Fusion to fuse Baphomet and Gazelle into a Chimera the King, King 1, Baphomet 2, to summon back Knight. Now we're just going to set Chimera Fusion and end the combo. Now, in the 9th and last combo of the video, I'm going to show you a 3-card combo that you can perform with a Gazelle, a Knight, and a Diabellze or a Nightmare Apprentice. We're going to normal summon Gazelle and activate to add a Chimera Fusion. Activate Chimera Fusion to fuse Knight and Gazelle into a Baphomet. Baphomet 1, Gazelle 2. Gazelle to add a Nightmare Apprentice, and Baphomet to send a Necrom. Chimera Fusion to add itself back, and next we're going to banish Necrom to summon a Dusted Gold from deck. Let's link it into Requiem, and the Requiem tribute to summon from deck a Fiendsmith. Let's summon from hand Apprentice by discarding diabellze, and Apprentice on summon is going to add a Tau the Chanter from deck to hand. We're going to activate Requiem to equip it to Fiendsmith, and send both to the graveyard for a Necroquip. Overlay Apprentice and Baphomet for a Ptolemy. Ptolemy detaching Baphomet to add back gold. Gold, discard to add Dark Fusion, and Necroquip to draw a card. Activate Fiendsmith, shuffle back Requiem to summon itself, and link summon with Ptolemy into a Sequentia. Sequentia, shuffle back gold and Fiendsmith to summon a Aerial Ether. Aerial Ether to send a Fiendsmith back into the graveyard. Overlay Necroquip and Aerial into a Caesar. Activate Dark Fusion. Dark Fusion for Tau and Sequentia into a Magnum, Tau effect to summon back Knight, and Knight to tribute and summon a Baphomet from deck. This will trigger Baphomet to add a Chimera Fusion and a Gazelle, and now we are going to activate Chimera Fusion, fusing Baphomet and Gazelle into a Chimera the King, Chimera 1, Baphomet 2. Baphomet is going to target diabellze to summon it, and Magnum is going to put back a Chimera Fusion to draw a card. Let's activate Sequentia to equip it to Magnum, and set Chimera Fusion. Here we have an active Magnum, like in the other combos. We have a diabellze that can send Sequentia to pop a card of our opponent, discard from hand, and to summon negate, Baphomet in the graveyard if we want to summon something that's banished later, and a Chimera Fusion that as of right now can summon Baphomet, but if we have a monster already in hand or in these two cards, we can summon a Guardian Chimera.